Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into it. Verbally Effective Live. I'm your host, your double E, Ina Esco. I have been a radio personality for over 20 years here in the city of Memphis, Tennessee. And I just wanted to start streaming videos of entertainment news, even some Memphis news, and I hope you guys enjoy the show today. So check it out. Everybody has been talking about, of course, Takeoff. I do have an update on Takeoff, who was tragically shot multiple times, resulting in his death. Now, according to TMZ, they have the coroner's report, right? So the Harris County Medical Examiner lists Takeoff's primary cause of death as penetrating gunshot wounds to the head and torso into arm. Um, you know, it's very mind boggling to me that they have not found the shooter yet. Everybody that was there, everybody that had cameras, where is the shooter? I know Houston PD has been, asking the public to release this information. So why have there not been any arrests made yet? So that is the coroner's report. I did want to share something with you all because, out of all of the Migos, I'd say that Takeoff was, the most reserved member. He didn't keep up a lot of mess. Let's talk about his background for a second. So, of course, you all know him from rapping with the Migos. He actually they have an update on previous women that he was romantically linked to, such as Dream Doll, singer Ruby Rose, Lakea Darche, and he did not have any children. Um, you do know that he was family members with the Migos, right? So let's talk about that family connection. Offset and Quavo are cousins, first off. Takeoff is Quavo's nephew, which means Quavo is Takeoff's uncle. So Takeoff was also related to Cardi B through marriage, as the rapper is married to Offset, making her a member of the family. So that's very interesting to me, considering all of the interesting news that came out about what's his name, Offset, and who he allegedly was romantically involved in. But that's neither here nor there. I want to say rest in peace to Takeoff. I do want to share something with you all that I noticed on social media. Let me share my screen. Hey, once again, I am new, honey. I am new to this virtual world over here in YouTube and StreamYard. Big shout out to StreamYard. They gonna help me find my way. Here we go. Here we go. Check
I
this
want
out.
longevity. I want to stay consistent. I want to be 8, 10 years, 20 years later. You still remember my music, still be able to live on.
Yeah.
And you still remember me and still remember all the work we put in. I want longevity. I want to stay consistent. I want to
Wow.
be 8,
Rest
10
in
years,
peace.
20
So
years later. You
young.
still remember my music, still be able to live
It's
on.
just
Yeah.
amazing.
And you still remember me and still remember all the
Where
work we
we
put in.
are right
I
now
want longevity. I
in
want
the
to stay
hip hop
consistent.
world.
I
I've
want to be
seen it evolve
8,
over the
10 years,
last
20
20
years
years.
later. You still remember my music, still be
And,
able to live on.
you know, it's just so sad for him to really be killed by a stray bullet, allegedly. And, it young Dolph's death hit us pretty hard. And, Memphis is still grieving over the death of young Dolph at this point. So it's really sad. Let's talk about some Memphis news. I know you guys are very familiar with Penny Hardaway, right? Well, of course, he's a Memphis basketball icon. Well, he's opening a new restaurant in Memphis. Now, according to a release, the Memphis Tigers head coach of their basketball program is opening Penny's Nitty Gritty inside the Westin near Beale Street. Penny says, I wanted a concept that would serve the best food to my family, friends, and visitors to Memphis. I wanted people who come to the restaurant to have a first class experience. He says, when I tasted the food from the menu, I was blown away. And I know that others will too. Chef Elizabeth Rogers has curated the menu, which features specialty items such as collard green fondue, the penny loaf, along with select favorites of Penny. So that restaurant is actually located inside the Westin Hotel on Bill. You guys could check it out today. Also in Tennessee, today is the deadline for early voting. Have you guys voted yet? You guys need to get out and take care of your right to vote. Now, the Shelby County Election Commission on 157 Poplar Avenue is open from 9 to 5 p.m. All other voting locations are open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. There are 25 polling locations across Shelby County. Residents do not have to cast a ballot at their designated polling location during early voting, which today is the deadline. However, this will be a requirement on election day. Now, the November 8th ballot has 4 Tennessee state amendments, a gubernatorial race, as well as House of Representatives and mayoral races. This is going to be very interesting. Let's see what else is in the news that we can talk about and share, honey. I knew I wanted to get in that early voting. Also, I thought this was very interesting because I am a huge Lena Horne fan. Now, a theater on Broadway has been officially renamed in honor of the late actress Lena Horne. Of course, you know, she was a civil rights activist as well. Horne is the first Black woman to have a theater named in her honor. Now, the theater on West 47th Street was built in 1926 and was originally named the Mansfield Theater. So in 1960, it was renamed the Brooks Atkinson Theater in honor of the late New York Times drama critic. Now, the theater has the original chandelier hanging inside after it was refurbished in 2000. It seats 1,069 and is one of the Nederlander, child, what does that say? Nederlander organization's 9 Broadway theaters. An official celebration took place outside the theater Tuesday. So, congratulations. You know, a lot of our legends, civil rights activists, they really weren't recognized for the work that they did until after they passed away. So, um, glad you're receiving some of your flowers, Lena Horne, and have this beautiful Broadway theater named after you in New York. Well, hey, Verbally Effective Live, this was the first go at it. I hope I did a great job and have informed and entertained you somewhat. But thanks for tuning in, and I'll be back.